I just want to give you guys the just you know what I'm saying friendly reminder that it's not cool to smoke and don't smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? Just stay away from weed, dude. You know what I'm saying? Just don't smoke. Don't do drugs. You know what I'm saying? Do what you gotta do that's best for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, sure, we're smoking weed. We're doing that here. But you guys don't gotta follow from our example. You know what I'm saying? You guys do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Um yeah, word is bond, man. Word is bond. Oh man, blue. Yo. Hope you're well, sir. Hey, I just wanna say, do not do what we do. What we do? What we do is talk shit and smoke and you know, it's not advisable. Yeah, man, just you know what I'm saying. Y'all gotta just you know what I'm saying, you don't have to follow our example. Just do what's best for you and what's best for your heart and just
All
you
right,
know
all
what I'm
right. Settle
saying.
down, Gandhi. Settle down.
Stay
Settle
on
down. Get back to your joint.
stay
No,
stay
get back to your joint.
stay on your pivot. No, head on a
I
swivel, man. We appreciate y'all. Just remember that.
Yo, Blue. Thank you for popping in. Nigel, thank you for rolling the joint. Thank you for being here. The Rambling Rogue Show. I don't have my headphones on. It's a little bit impromptu. I'm a little bit off the cuff. It's about hmm, what is that? 10:34 Pacific Standard Time, California. You know what I'm saying? Where the weed is where the weed is as hot as the weather and the women. Ah, but yeah, man.
Yeah, guys, we
Just rolling a joint. This guy's rolling a joint. It's a pre-show.
yeah, sunny California ain't too sunny right now. Very cloudy. It's gonna rain. It's gonna be cloudy for the next 3 4 days, and it's gonna definitely rain on Monday. Where I'm gonna be heading to the Clipper game.
Oh, it's gonna be raining on your parade.
100% rain that day.
Well, maybe that'll affect the Clippers.
Yes,
I
I
mean, you
hope
know
so.
those Portlanders. Aren't they used to the rain?
I guess they,
Right? Yeah. There you go.
nah, they say
Uh-huh.
Portland's actually a beautiful. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful city. It's very sunny. You know what I'm saying? It's not too bad, as in like with the weather and stuff like that. So yeah, man, go see Portland. Go to Portland.
What are you, the Portland? What are you, Port?
Portland got a dub today. I'm feeling real calm. Feeling real good. The Dodgers lost today. Yeah.
We do not have anything to do with Chase.
Yeah. Except have accounts.
accounts
with Chase.
Oh, that's true.
But besides that,
You know, shout out to Chase. America is like weird. Why, Chase? It's like a brand. It's like somebody you know almost. That's what it feels like.
yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Why do we do that? Why are we doing that?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know why we got it named Chase. It's it just I don't know. I guess like just being familiar with something like just Chase.
But not even just the name. It's like they have slogans, and it's this catchy, clean blue logo, and the blue everywhere, and it's just like they become so familiar to you. Bank of America.
Wells Fargo.
There's advertising in everything, and everything.
Wells
There's
Fargo.
this is kind of like stoner woo woo talk, but we're getting absolutely blasted right now. I mean, legitimately, this guy's over here. He's got the grinder packed full. I just brought out the what would you call this? And again, please, I do this for my own enjoyment and recreation. Yeah, man, go read a book. Don't do what I'm about to do. But listen, today my brother here, he's acquired himself some some shatter, as they call it. We're gonna get ripped, as they say. So yeah, man. Yeah. It's the Rambling Rogue Show. Pre-show. So there might be some pauses, some gaps, some spaces with no talking. But that's okay. We're here. We're all here. Just sit cozy, sit tight. Sit Pete, sit sweet. Pete. That's a little kiss. That's a little kiss. Little kiss, little kissy kiss. Kiss. Like that. I think like the viewer would really appreciate that. Just a little kiss kiss.
This dude makes me sick sometimes. Sick human being sometimes. You know what I'm saying? This dude's he can be a real sicko. So yeah, no, I did not like that. To keep it a buck with you. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
That's the truth. That's the cold hard truth.
That's the cold truth. Cold world. Cold world.
Wayne's
cold
world. He and his bitch. And they're front of dope. Right? Isn't that how the kids, that's how the kids used to remember? They would cold world. Wayne's world.
Yeah, man. Cold world. I don't know. I ain't say no Wayne's World, nigga. The cold world, you know what I'm saying? I used to say that a lot, you know what I'm saying? I used to say it so much, niggas just used to just want, like, they would be like, yo, what up? Nigga would be like, yo, cold world.
Uh-huh.
Like,
that's
nigga,
your greeting?
You know how long ago that was? This is when I was in the 7th grade. That met homie the other month. He was like, yo, cold world. Like, he remembered that.
No.
Wild shit.
Well, not no, because it's like, bro, that's cute, I mean, for lack of a better word, it's like, aw, that's some shit that we used to do.
Nah, I used to say it, and then it was like something that was just funny to the class, but it was in 7th grade, one particular math class, and that was it. but Duke has forever remembered me from this point on as just like, yeah, what up, Nigel? But it's like cold world.
But okay, so when he saw you the other month, did Duke greet you with "Cold World"? Like just like literally out the blue, like you see me, "Cold World"? Like
No,
dog,
no.
like don't just start blurting shit out. Like
No,
this
we
is some
had
kind
a
of tagline to some shit that was very funny that everybody needed to be there to. Like don't do that.
nah. He. It was like we had a conversation. We it was like a stop and chat,
No stop and chat. Yeah, that's good.
and then yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Dapped up, and he was just like cold world. Once we were done with the chat. Yeah, man, I was just like, yeah, the fact that you remember that is wild, you know what I'm saying? I find that just interesting, you know what I'm saying? People will remember the little things that you did, and then like it'll just kind of like shape a memory in their brain so they can like just remember you. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. You're speaking facts, brother. You're speaking straight facts.
Yeah.
No cap on a stack, 100.
Yeah, there you go.
Listen, man. We here. Pre-show. This time I'm gonna actually remember to cut it off when. I think when he rolls a joint or. Yeah. Right now we're just kind of bullshitting. Had a good day though. Started with some breakfast. And that was cool.
Y'all gotta wash your hands and brush your fucking teeth.
Yeah, some people be walking out the house with shit mouth. That's pretty disgusting.
Yeah, man. Don't walk out your house with stank breath. Just because, like, if you can brush your teeth, brush your teeth. If you have the ability to, and if you have the resources to, brush your goddamn teeth.
That's important to say.
You know what I'm saying? Because not everyone has that, and I understand that. So I gotta say, yeah, if you have the resources to brush your fucking teeth, brush your teeth, wash your hands. Wash your hands, man. You go out in public, you piss, wash your hands, man. I've seen dudes take it to another level. They wash their hands, and then they piss, and then they wash their hands again.
They'll wash their hands, piss, and then wash their hands again.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's double clean, double trouble.
Double trouble.
Listen, I think just the one right after the contact is okay.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe I'm old school, but he's right. Keep yourselves clean, people. It's important. And also, I got to move this rig before it gets dropped. And I actually might legitimately shed a tear if this little baby rig hits the floor and shatters into a bunch of little pieces. I'm not actually going to point it like that. I'm going to point it like that. I would actually, really honest to God, lose like a tiny little part of me would die.
Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? He was given this during an event.
Yeah, man, during a little sesh, as they used to call them, where cannabis vendors would sell weed to like local people. And, you would have to get carded, you would have to get patted down before you go in, and you would go to the sesh. You would just smoke, buy weed, maybe get some edibles, maybe get yourself some wax, listen to some rap music. Kind of just this fucking crazy ass community stoner sesh thing, But yeah, I literally all I did was just be first at one of them, and I won this thing. And it has, honestly, this little baby rig has outlasted and outperformed. Let's just keep it on it. Let's just be honest. Pretty much every other rig, like there are other rigs. They'll be more flashy. They'll be big. They'll be this. They'll be that. But just the sturdiness of this thing, dude. I'm talking it up so much. I swear Let's just be very just careful.
You wanna put some water in there?
Oh yeah, if you could please. Yeah, there's no water.
All right.
Just like literally. Yeah, I could actually do it. Hold on, let me put it. Yeah, man. The attachment a stoner will have to his or her paraphernalia. Oh God, it's real. It's so freaking real, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, when you said that, reminds me of that episode of Adventure Time where Finn turns into a foot because of
There
the
you go.
Magic Man,
There you go.
and then he literally becomes an outcast because he's a foot, and then they send him to the underground bridge with the other outcasts that are human body parts because the Magic Man turned them. And then it's like there was a part where it's like Judy, like there was this like I think it was like a it was a it was like a hand or something, and it was talking to the tonsils, and it was like I freaking hate Judy or some shit like that, and because they were touching each other. But yeah, shout out to Adventure Time, man.
How did you get reminded of the
'Cause of-
fin turning into a foot from
Because of how you said,
the grinder thing?
because you said something in a certain way, and it just reminded me of that person's voice. And I really like Adventure Time, guys.
Yeah, the way she said it, I don't remember what body part it was, but I distinctly remember the line you're talking about. She's like, "I freaking hate Trudy." Like it's just like some kind of like
Yeah.
South American or a Latin voice. You know, yeah, man. Also, let me say this before we get any further. Oh wait, let me turn on the soundboard. Let me get that mother fudging soundboard on. Son. We're getting serious now. We're potting. Feel that? Now we're potting. What the fuck is this? This thing has like a button on the back. Ping, 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 ping. Oh, oh, you see a little, and that shit flipped up. That was kind of tight. Oh, shit. Okay, that was kind of cool. Okay. Hey, and I'm not going to lie, I'm not even going to be like weird about it. This brand is the best. Shout out to Contigo. And shout out to the person that showed me this brand. Close family friend. Also shout out to Mike and Miriam. Baby Max. Yeah, man. It's a beautiful thing. There's babies on the way. Babies, bitch. Salute to y'all. Just left their baby shower. You've seen them on this podcast, Mike and Miriam, having baby number 2. It's wonderful. Don't have much to say, except it's beautiful, man. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I look at them and I'm like, damn, dude. This life shit is all right here, like, in terms of, like, everybody has to go through these little, like, just the baby shower, having babies, kids, life. Like, when you see some people who you've kind of known before all of that, and then you see them kind of just kind of hit that moment in their lives, it's like, whoa. It's just I mean, it's stunning.
Yeah, man, it is. It is stunning, man.
It's stunning, man. It's one of those things you look at it and you go, damn, that's headed for everybody. And you know, you can make an argument to be nasty about it. I'm not trying to be nasty about it. I say it's beautiful. It's a part of the circle that is life and all that. And yeah, man, all power to them. I still find it very difficult currently to share and project myself with someone else. Kind of finding it easier to just Well, smash and dash. So, I'm a pretty jealous guy when it comes to relationships. That's another vulnerable ass thing that I'm saying on this podcast right now. That's real shit. Like that is soup. That's always been real to me. Like every time I see a friend and they have like a solid chick with them, like man, like she's really solid. She's really into you, and you just there's just the way that you just know that. It's like almost like you there's nothing you could do that would make her look at you. Not nothing, because let me not say that, because nobody's perfect, and everybody does have, and people test people, so it's not nothing. There's actually a fine line of shit that you cannot do.
Could you pass me
around your chick?
The Swisher pouch.
Oh, okay. But the point is, yeah, man, just well-matched relationships are a thing to see. My Miss Right, you out there? Just hold on. Just hold on, going home. Oh, it hard to do these things, Lord. Oh, it hard. You like my Drake? Did you?
Yeah, that was
like my Drake impression?
That was amazing. You know what I'm saying? That Drake impression was pretty good. I think it was pretty spot on, man. He sounded exactly like Aubrey Graham. His name is Aubrey Graham, guys. He was on Degrassi.
Got shot on Degrassi.
I read an article that said that he didn't actually like to be in that sort of position because it just made him look really weak. So he was like, he threatened to leave, and I think that's what kind of eventually made him leave the show.
Wow.
Because he was in a wheelchair, and that shit was bullshit. It was honestly kind of bullshit when you watch the scene. Like I think he just closed his locker, and the dude's like right in front of him, and then he just runs and gets shot. And yeah,
that legitimately, they were like trying to have wasn't that like a commentary on school shooters? Kind of like they were, like it was like a fringe, because it was Jimmy was his name on the show, Drake's name, and Jimmy was friends with he was a nerd, wasn't he?
Yeah,
if I remember correctly, he was like smart, and then
he's just the nigga with the glasses. So I don't know if you.
I'm just putting smart on him.
Yeah,
I probably am. Nah, I ain't gonna lie but that's how they condition. Hey man, that's how they conditioned us, my brother. You know what I'm saying, my brother. That is how they conditioned us. When we see a brother with glasses, brother is smart.
Right. Yeah. That's not necessarily true at all, man. But that doesn't mean you're a nerd either. It's just you got fucking glasses on. You can't see. Just to keep it $150.
Nah. Shout out to all my glasses wielding jits. Shout out to Lil Tecca. Yeah.
Not that many, but because they probably wear contacts. A lot of people wear contacts. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to show their face.
Would you ever wear contacts?
Nah, man. I like my glasses. I think I like my glasses. I think it's just all part of the style.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah. Oh yeah. It's never hell yeah. I'm with you. You know what I've been thinking about though? What's up?
I'm just saying wearing glasses is you know what I'm saying, that's fashion, you know what I'm saying, in a sense, even though they're prescription.
What was that? Was that your bag?
That was my bag, guys.
Bro, you have a whole ass table.
That was my bag,
right
guys.
Here. You have a whole table.
Bag.
Is Jesus. This man just downloaded into the fucking system. or uploaded. Oh, that was funny. Okay, wait, but nah. I forgot what I was gonna say. That was stupid, dude. You okay? Nigel, please stop placing your bag on top of glass.
Why?
Like, because it will make it fall. No,
Why would that light bag make that glass fall?
I don't know. These things are off camera, so you can't see it. But we're talking about a bong thingy. That's well. Okay, so if you just turn your camera on now, if you just watch, you can see what I'm talking about. And he's right. The bag that he wants to put on it, this bag, is pretty light. But yeah, he's right. Still, I just got anxiety from the bag being so close, or even leaning onto the. Not even bong. What is that?
It's a rig, dude.
A rig.
Fucking rig, dude.
Oh, jeez. Oh man. Wait, are we still taking dabs?
Yeah, dude. Dude. You already put the water in there?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, get your dab, man.
Hey, you know what I just came up with, bro? Like, you know what I'm like? You know what's smart as hell? So I've been thinking, right? Damn, bro, what are we gonna do with this podcast? This podcast, it didn't just spring out of, oh, you know, I just had a bunch of millions from doing Fear Factor, and then I was just like, yeah, man, let me just go into my house after I went to Anthony Cumia's house, and I saw how he had his set up, and it was just like a whole radio show, but he was running it like a podcast, but it was a podcast, and then there was the Podfather dude, and then and Joe Rogan. You know what I'm saying? That's not how Joe Rogan sounds at all. But I'm just saying, well, this podcast didn't start like that. And if you know anything about that story, it's a story about organic, just growth and pretty much just the need for just a place to have conversations that you loved having off camera. This podcast was more so born from, listen, podcasting is a way for people, regular people, to turn their thoughts and opinions, hopefully, into money. Let's keep it true. I mean, like if we're just keeping it completely honest. So
Keep it a buck.
I've been thinking about it. Like, man, what is the best way that like I can operate something like that with integrity? Where I can look at it and say, well, this is exactly what I'm doing. We're just talking shit. But we're here and we're providing some sort of value for the people that are out there watching us, consuming what we're talking about. Some sort of value. And I've been thinking like a way to sort of provide more value to those people, that audience, and sort of I guess like kind of release the tension of being like, oh, we do a podcast. That's what we do. It's like I got to start introducing myself as, bro, I rap because I do rap, and I do a podcast. Or not really like that. That's like unsmooth. But what I'm trying to say is just like, one thing I like about Rogan is how he says, yeah, I'm just a shit talking comedian. Even when you kind of go to the podcast realm, that's still what he's a cage fighting commentator, which certainly that's what he like. That's like a thing that he does that's carved out more so. You know what I'm saying? He's a shit talking comedian, which is again a thing that he does that's more so carved out. But then the podcasting realm, a lot of people like to throw other things on it. You're the biggest influence in the world. You're the biggest media thing. You're the machine. You're this. You're that. People will, if you really look at how a lot of people, especially in that first hour when they come up to talk to Rogan, if they haven't talked to him before, it's usually just the realization. It's just the whole. There's a little bit of snarkiness when this happens. It's like you run the whole media and what everybody thinks, and
Right.
like you're the guy that everybody's looking at, and
yeah,
it's like
that definitely in the Sanjay Gupta
for sure
interview was a lot of that.
just that snarkiness for like, oh, like you're part of the media too, kind of like shit, like, and that I think Rogan kind of calmly and evenly gets around that whole criticism by just saying, yeah, no, I'm just a shit talking comedian. Like he goes back to his other professions. I'm a cage fighting commentator. Like I couldn't be president. I couldn't be like, he doesn't say I'm not this, but if somebody like starts talking about, oh, this or that, like you know, you have so much influence, he'll hard downplay that. And I think there's something to that. There's something to sort of being in this podcast space, realizing that, okay, it's something we do, but if we get a big head about it, you know, it just gets shitty. I wish I could articulate what I'm trying to say better, but if we get a big head about it, as in if our ego inflates and we start to think that we're so important to the culture and we have this influence and we can do these things, if we start to look at it that way, then I think not only does the podcast suffer, but also I think that personally, like our souls like
Got a little corrupted.
we just get corrupted, man. So I say that all to say I'm a rapper. I rap. I haven't rapped in a while. I don't rap that much, but I be rapping. And yeah, I'm just a rapper. That's my brother. And that's it. I mean, that's I'm not gonna. We're not some media fucking. We gotta be. Nah. And if people want to call us that, if people want to like label us like, oh, like you're media and you're this and you're that, it's like, okay, cool. But honestly, I'm just talking about the things that interest me and the things that I find and the people that I find, you know, admirable. The people that I find inspiring. And the things that I find admirable and the things that I find inspiring. That's all I want to be here talking about, and that's all I'm here doing. So I realize that, like, yeah, that is all I'm doing. So let me just start saying that, like, yeah, man, I rap and I run a podcast. That's it, man.
Yeah, I'm a co-host, man. I'm just here talking. We
I'll say this: you're a good B mic. That's what you are.
Well, there you go.
You're a fine B mic, and I wouldn't want to have it any other way. So, yeah, man, we got a doink. We here. Honestly, I said I was gonna cut it off so that we could have the pre-show be the pre-show, and then the whole show be the whole show. Feeling lazy. Not gonna cut it off. We're gonna keep running it. And I'm gonna introduce it right here. Welcome back to the Rambling Rogue Show. I'm your host, Rambling Rogue, aka Gyres Rogue. I'm dressed like Monkey D. Luffy. To my left and to your right is my brother, my twin, my for-lifer, NW.
Yo, what up?
Yo, how are you, man?
I'm good. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty posted in this lawn chair I'm in.
We're about to get into some crackhead. We're about to get into some crackhead activities. Children, please don't follow us and don't do this at home unless you've gone through what we've gone through and you're us. So be an individual.
Yeah.
But also, this is not made for kids.
This is also not made for kids.
Every
man.
one of these videos is marked not made for kids. This stream is marked for mature audiences only. You sound bitch? So if you're in here, you better be mature. Better not copy nothing. Yeah, like we're you know how this is like those those really hard disclaimers at the beginning of like Spike shows, like disclaimer: do not copy anything inside of this show. Everything is just fictional, and people and events are fake. Like, you know, it's like you know what I'm saying? We gotta like bulk up on them. You know, we gotta.
Yeah,
like,
man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stay away from all this shit that we doing if you are not of age.
Why do you gotta add the caveat there? Why do you gotta add the age?
Because this is for mature audiences only.
Well, that's true. I do want the mature audiences high.
You know what I'm saying? You kids out there, you guys stay healthy and eat your celery, and
There you go.
and you guys just don't do drugs, man. Just don't follow our example, dude.
Yeah, let's
Create your own example and do what you want to do with your path, dude.
let's literally just do some. Let's do some weed to just go in the fly in the face of that entire message. Let's do it. Let's go. Come on.
Well, hey man,
Black screen.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, got a little black screen for him.
Red light.
I don't know, something. Okay, it's like I say all of that, but I always felt
Black
this.
screen.
Well, no, I didn't. I felt this, but I haven't really acted on it. But I want to start acting on it. Honestly, though, the dabbing it just looks like you're a fucking crackhead. Honest to God, like it really does make you look. It just makes you look.
Yeah, that
like a
well,
crackhead. Like,
unless you're doing it with the puff coat, which a friend of ours, a friend has a puff coat, and he uses it, and it's way less crackheadish, or yeah, it looks way less crackheadish. It looks like you're just kind of hitting a bong, like a futuristic bong. So, but the straight rig, any rig, yeah, you look at that and you look like you feel like you're a fucking crack fiend. When like let's say you're in your car at a park and you just pull out the rig.
oh my God, you pull out the torch.
You pull out the torch and the
What
rig.
the hell? And it's shaped like a gun.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like that shit is just.
It's not a good sight.
It's too much, man. It's just. Damn, the puff goes only 160. I ain't even gonna hold you. That's not even that bad. I thought that thing was gonna be like well over 200. 160? I might have to get me a Puffco. Cause yeah, nah. Sometimes because wax. Now that we're past all the disclaimers, we're just gonna give some opinions. Wax is it's not something to do every day at all. I would not recommend that to any daily smoker, at all. It just, at least for me, I don't know how some people do it. Some people, they just tank it every single fucking day, just dabs and dabs and dabs and dabs. No, wax gets me very like as soon as that 3 hours of highness runs out, I need that hit, and it just gets you very regimented like that. Weed, you can kind of just float, you just have a joint, and that's maybe the joint for the night. Like you're good after that. Wax is not like that. And also wax, I think, really fucks up my sleep schedule. I ain't even gonna hold you. That shit. Because yes, the indica wax will send you to sleep.
Yes, sir.
But if you do that in the daytime,
yeah, your ass gonna be
bro.
out cold.
No, it is out cold. Straight out cold.
I mean, that shit is strong as a motherfucker. It truly is. I don't know if that's hidden. Oh yeah, it is. No, but yeah, yeah, man. The wax, indica wax, don't do it during the daytime. I don't even say sativa. Even sativa hits you pretty fucking hard. Don't lie, guys. Like, if you take a dab, like just taking a fat dab off a rig could really, yeah, it can really just get you so. Like even like let's say you hit a sativa, maybe you might not go to sleep, but the laziness it gives you, just that over.
Now that's where I kind of disagree.
With sativa?
Yeah, the sativa, brother. Shit.
Maybe I haven't taken a sativa dab in a while. Maybe it's because I've been just
Rocking with the indica.
rocking with the indicas every time. Do pick up wax.
But I'm a different beast. Me, when I shoot, I don't know, a sativa dab, bro. That shit is lit. Like that shit is like the limitless pill for me. Like brain is on, activated, and like it's just like firing on all cylinders. And it's just, you're alert. I'm very alert, very very much so, just tapped in. But also it can feel like too much of a see. That's the weird thing about sativa. It can be too much of an in your head high, and you kind of need that. Okay, my body is like buzzing feeling, and I won't get any of that from sativa hits of wax. I won't get any of that. So then you have to do a hit of indica to balance it, which is it's just not good. It's just not good.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. Wax is you do you. Yeah, this dude just took a full wax hit. Just for you guys, if you guys don't know, or if you're just listening to this, yeah, he just took a dab. Well, I agree, yeah, man. Do wax not daily. Try to do it like you could buy it, but don't buy it frequently. Like I don't think it's good for you, man. I mean, it's not good for you.
Like
It's actually.
I don't think we're in a place to give any advice on how much to do or what to do or not. I think, or at least I say the advice we should be giving, it should be towards smokers like other people like us, fellow heavy smokers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just clarify. Yeah.
To the heavy smokers, I think you guys should really balance it out with the wax, the stizzy, and then just smoke some tree, man. Or if you don't want to smoke tree, get some edibles.
Now, did you buy some edibles on this last trip to the shop?
I most definitely did not. I was thinking about it. Then I was like, damn, bruh, let me get this wax and this weed. And just call it a night.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean,
cause I don't know. I also don't really trust those 10 milligram edibles, man. Cause I feel like I don't feel nothing. I take a hit of that, I don't feel nothing. All right, take a hit. I eat one of those and I won't feel much. Maybe I need to take like 2 or 3. Maybe I need to eat like more than just one 10 milligram cookie. Cause you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely that. I mean, 10 milligrams is not going to do much. And I'll say this. Just experiment, man. Just try it. See how your body feels with it. See how you're, just dose. And, maybe doing edibles can be a real alternative to smoking. I've tried on a few occasions to switch to edibles. Just hoping that I can get away from the smoke. But, either they don't hit as hard as the edibles that I remember, or if they do hit that hard, they hit too hard on one instance and then they scare you. But I really say you should just go out and experiment.
Yeah, I got hit a little too hard one time with the edibles, and it freaked me out. Cause it really is on true to God. It truly is a different high, like than when you smoke. Cause it, when you get an edible and it hits you, and it's like, and it just creeps up on you, and you're just like, oh shit, what the fuck? Because it really is a like, oh shit, like now I'm buzzed, like I'm buzzing. And then you're just like, okay, I'm buzzing, cool. And then it's like levels to it. It's like you're buzzing, and then you're past buzzing, but you're not like high. You're not high, but like you're just like, oh shit, okay, this is really starting to kick in, and then you just start to peak, and then you're just fucked. You're just stoned. You're just baked. You're
Yeah,
just
no,
like,
no.
oh my goodness, wow, dude.
The
fuck.
moment of peak. That's yeah.
And it lasts for
That feeling of
yeah, that peak will last. That's the thing, cause like just the way you, I don't know. I ate a Rice Krispie edible one time, like maybe 3 years ago, and it just that shit just, and it was half the Rice Krispie. I gave the other half to my uncle. We were just.
what was the milligram?
I'm not even sure. I think it was 500. It said.
Yeah, that'll do that. You will be
Maybe it said 500. I don't know.
If it's 500, then that 250 milligrams straight to the face. I mean, yeah, that's a solid dose. You know,
dude. Yeah, if you eat something like that, you're gonna be buzzing, bro. It's oh my goodness, it's different, man.
Man,
It's different.
If you were in California around, I mean, just before about 2018, as all of this about 2019, as all of these regulation on these more so illegitimate shops has risen. If you were around in the weed scene anywhere from around before 2019, you know about the Cordova cookies. And this brand is still out. They still make I think just 100 milligram pack stuff, but they used to come out with these fucking 500 milligram, 1,000 milligram cookies, and you would I mean, seriously, get absolutely smacked, just smacked from even a piece. You get a piece, you're like, oh yeah, that's a good, that's a good, yeah, that works, that's working. Like, you take half, you're buzzing, you're done, and you will have the peak that lasts for hours. Take the whole thing.
It
Honestly,
really is on
nearly
some,
psychedelic,
on
just like stupid.
But no, there was one
yeah.
thing Joe Rogan said that's so true. Is like, it's not like if you're like really high off of edible, it's nearly psychedelic into the terms of like when you close your eyes, what you see is fucking insane. It's just like bonkers, nuts, crazy. Like it's so hard to explain because it's hard to explain a psychedelic trip. It really is. But I don't know, the things you create in your freaking mind when you close your eyes. But I guess you could still do that even when you're not, high or anything like that. You could just be imaginative. But when you take an edible and just close your eyes for a sec and you just like, I don't know, it's wild shit, man.
A sec turns into at least a couple minutes.
Yes.
Real quick, because you just
you're
just enjoying it, enjoying the show.
Yeah, man. I felt that though. So yeah, edibles are cool. I definitely gotta pick some up and see what's up with edibles.
Hell yeah, man. Experiment. Shoot, maybe I'll do some of that with you, man. But I gotta get the right dose. That's my issue. The right dose. I gotta get the right dose.
Yeah, same. I
Gotta get the heavies.
Yeah, you gotta get the yeah.
I need the elephant tranquilizer. No cap. Nah, see, I'm saying that now, and I'm gonna get some shit that's gonna have me literally just fucking like face forward, faint.
Yeah, cause the edible really will just have you just
eat shit somewhere on the wall, just literally on some just drunk. Like, bro, that shit has you beyond high. It's
different,
all encompassing. It's so different from just a joint or a dab.
Cause your whole body, is high. Like your whole entire body. I don't know, and you really don't be getting that. Well, unless you can get that if you don't smoke. Like, let's say you don't smoke for like a week, maybe 2 weeks, and then you smoke again. Yeah, you're Yeah, nah. That shit, you will get fucking baked. One hit, and you're gonna be like, dude, I'm done.
Face a joint after something like that. Like, just try to smoke your regular consumption in a sesh after a good like 2 week stint. Just you won't drive.
Yeah.
Like, remember how you used to just be able to just smoke and drive? No, you're not driving. You are faded. Like, you are done.
And that's
Like,
why
that
you
shit
can
is
totally understand why it's like, yeah, if you're not a heavy smoker, don't be just driving and just getting blasted. Unless you
Don't smoke and drive at all. That shit is illegal.
that is illegal. Don't smoke and drive at all.
Full stop. Full stop, brother. I'm saving you right there. Full stop. Just don't smoke and drive. That's illegal.
Yeah, don't smoke and drive.
We
man.
don't do that.
Yeah, we don't.
We don't do
yeah,
that.
we don't do that. There
We
you
don't
go.
do that. We don't do that.
Yeah, we don't smoke and drive, man. We're yeah.
But I will say this though: if you did smoke and drive, get a Tesla. Shit, man, I can't wait to get a fucking dude. I'm sorry to smack my that is so poor manners of like that's such poor mic manners. I'm so sorry for anybody listening closely. Anybody that has this blasting in their earphones. Ooh, hey, what's that? I'm in your ear, buzz. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that. You know, that was rude.
Yeah, this guy's wild, man. He didn't consider you guys as precious ears in that moment. You know what I'm saying? It's all right though, man. I just wanted to get past that and talk with little UFC. You know what I'm saying?
Tonight is Saturday the 23rd, right?
Sorry, sir.
Which means that Paulo Acosta and Marvin Vettori fought earlier today. They fought at light heavyweight when originally they were supposed to be at, what was it, middleweight?
Middleweight, 185.
Paulo Acosta was not able to make weight. Excuse me. Excuse me. Paulo Acosta was not able to make weight. Marvin Vettori, pissed off about that. Apparently, the two had a heated match, or at least a heated, how do you say, walk-in, stare down, pre-fight, and then the fight itself was fireworks. It was legitimately a fantastic fight, save for the eye poke. Excuse me, the very unfortunate eye poke launched by Acosta to Vettori, save for that 1 point loss that was taken there. It was a back and forth fight that kept you on the edge of your seat, properly deserving of a main event title. You know, you look at it and you go, damn. Honestly, I went into it thinking, especially around the second or third round, Paulo Acosta seemed he was sluggish. He seemed slow. He seemed winded. Yes, he was blasting all of these heavy kicks. He was blasting all of these heavy hands, but he did start to drop the hands. He did seem just tired. He seemed worn down. Marvin Vettori pressing. He was landing some jabs, some very light shots.
Some
not very, but some combinations. Not very. Let me not say very light, but he was landing some shots that were not take your head off, but they were connecting. He was sniping. And I really thought that going maybe into like, I think it was about the fourth round, yeah, that Vettori was up, even though especially because of the eye poke, rather. And so no, but I think maybe Acosta had won the third round or the eye poke round, save for the eye poke. So yeah, there was that, and which I believe was the I'm stoned, second round. Either way, good fight, good back and forth war. What'd you think?
Yeah, man. I thought it was a great fight. I didn't like that Paulo Costa. I kind of agree with Vittori a little bit. I don't like that Costa didn't couldn't make the weight, and also the fact post fight Vittori kind of did a little awkward, like he tried to awkwardly kind of, go over to Paulo Costa, and I think he expected some kind of embrace or at least
Just to
a
show off
handshake
showmanship.
or any just like okay, we just had this fight,
Respect.
just show respect, anything. And Paulo Costa didn't even pay him no mind, didn't look at him, just kind of just yeah. And but the fight itself though, yeah, man, it was a great fight. I think Vittori he tore into Paulo Costa, man. He you know what I'm saying, he gave him a whole bunch of combinations that people kind of will forget because of how just powerful and just flashy Paulo Costa is. But yeah, man, they were trading, but Vittori was just straight like he was teeing off on him.
He was.
He was teeing off on him.
How
Like
how do you rate the end of the fight?
the end of the fight.
Where you look at it and you go, Vittori just take. I mean, just the whole end of the fight, the fourth and fifth round, where Vittori's well, he's basically, at least in the fifth round, smothering Paulo Acosta, not letting him launch any more attacks, trying to just, how do you say, like, park the bus.
Yeah, he just
Not really trying to go for it.
Well, yeah,
At least in the last 10 seconds. I gotta remember more about that fight.
because he was getting rocked at that point. I think at the last probably 2 minutes of that last round, he got rocked more than he was doing the rocking. Like I think, yeah, if I remember correctly, he didn't really give that many shots.
Was that the round with a surprise head kick?
No, that round
Was that fourth?
That was the third round, I believe.
The surprise head kick from Paulo Acosta. That kind of shocked everybody. Straight shin to fucking head.
Yeah, I can't believe Vittori survived that. I can't lie. So Vittori ate some shots that were very surprising that I thought would out him, but he is a true fucking gorilla though.
Then there was the straight right hook to the temple, sent Vittori back a step, maybe two, but he was back in. Was that the fifth round or the fourth? Damn it! Why did I even put? I should have just asked you what round that was, so you don't even have that in your mind.
I believe it was the fifth round. Yeah, I believe that was the fifth round.
They were trading in there, Vittori and Acosta, and yeah, Vittori definitely ate a couple shots that
he ate big shots.
They would have put out a lesser fighter. Let's put it like that.
Oh yeah, to keep it a
They
buck.
put
Yeah,
out a lesser fighter.
oh a lot. Okay,
Jesus.
I can't lie. Paulo Costa, the big shots he landed would have most likely put out most guys. But Vittori's not most guys. This motherfucker would eat those and then charge on and still press him back to the cage and give him combination after combination and get his shots in. So it's like, yeah. And he got the takedown. I think he got one takedown too. But a unanimous decision? Yeah, I don't know about that.
Didn't Acosta have a takedown in the fifth round where they started the
Nah, but he got a takedown, but it wasn't in the fifth.
Damn it, man. I'm all over the place with that fight.
I believe it was like in the third round he got a takedown, and then he tried to go for like a guillotine or some kind of choke, and then he
and then Vittori jumped out of it.
Yeah, and I believe
that was the third round.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
I believe that was the third round or the fourth round. I don't know.
My brother has a better memory than me, especially for sports things.
Yeah, I'm not.
For really anything encyclopedic at all, like lore or any sort of really anything. I was like, even life. Yeah, you gotta just have a better memory than me. That's a fact. That's actually a thing. Like, I have a shitty memory. You be telling me like, no, bro. It was like, nah, it was this. Like I legit for years thought that it was. I'm sorry about we're pivoting. I'm not. I don't even want to pivot. Just hold on to your thought about Holocaust and Vittori. But man, I really did think that it was Klepto, the fucking the super dog. Klepto, dude. That's dude. Klepto.
That
bro.
doesn't even sound right at all.
Bro, that is so weird to hear you say that. Cause like, man, nah. We all used to watch Klepto. Nah, I remember Klepto. I don't remember no crypto. That's weird. Crypto? What the hell? Crypto?
Yeah.
What, are you going to the moon?
He's a fucking dude. He's a super dog. He's a super dog.
Doge? Is he? I know. I'm being a dickhead.
Okay.
But Marvin Vettori, Acosta. The end, a little bit of a kind of a stinker for the fans. Not exciting in the last seconds of the 5th round, but
man,
Vettori raises his hand.
It was 10 seconds, man, and Vettori
was getting rocked.
He's smart. Fuck that CTE shit and fuck getting knocked out. Because Duke was looking. I mean, he was looking. He smelled blood in the water. He literally became a shark every time. Paulo Costa rocked Vettori. I'll say this: every time he rocked him, there was just this crazy second wind Paulo Costa would have. Like he would just his energy would come back, his charisma would come back, everything. He would just bounce back alive, and he would just try to go for the kill. But Vettori would weather the storm and fucking counter and trade back, and that's what makes Marvin Vettori scary, because he doesn't just cower away. He doesn't like, oh shit, fuck. He doesn't get too into his head. He just calms down and he's like, all right, I'm in a little bit of a compromised position.
And here's what I need to do to start securing this win.
Right.
Yeah, Vettori he's a tactician like that. He is smart.
Yeah, man. You gotta give him his props.
Or at least he's gotten smarter from how he approached the championship fight. That fight, he was just either he was out of it with his coaches, or he was, I don't know. But how you just go for the entire fight, don't change the game plan, keep up the exact same sort of striking plan, exact same sort of just, okay, I'm going to wrestle, I'm going to stuff it, and just be stuffed, and be stuffed, and just exert all that energy. Just like, why? Like, why not? I don't know. Like,
didn't he get a takedown, though?
But for a moment. It's not like he got on full mount and started rocking Israel Adesanya. That didn't happen. It's like, he got right back up. It's like, okay, you took me down. Ooh.
Yeah, see, I don't know. See, but that's the scary thing about Israel Adesanya, man. People are like, we gotta definitely try to exploit that hole, but it's not really
it's
a hole.
Smaller though, and it's getting smaller because
his defense is
he's
great.
Right, his defense is getting better, and I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if one day we see some just like surprise, like either just escape or some sort of attempt at a wild jiu-jitsu move. I don't know. I feel like Israel Adesanya is that sort of just showman to kind of just take it to the next level. Be like, okay, I think he could do it. I think he could do a sort of.
You talking about like a Vanchenko, Valentinus?
No, not at that level of perfection, but more so.
Not that level, but
not that level at all, because just not that level, man. Like she's just got everything so balanced and she's all over the place. No, Israel is gonna have to be. You got to look at it and go, okay, well, he's known this one fighting style for his whole life, and I'm not sure how much grappling experience he has, but I do believe he's a purple belt, which is like middle of the road in which is it's a fucking fair amount of jujitsu. Let's just say that, but and it's well respected. Like when you get to that point, as all the belts are, but you know, you look at purple belts and brown belts and black belts in like a same in a sort of column. The point being, at least I do as a white belt. The point being, I don't know. Israel Adesanya could sharpen up his jiu-jitsu, and in a moment of complete crisis, just like on some I don't know. Maybe I'm just being like.
Are you talking about like on some like
Anderson Silva shit?
Yeah, I was just
more
about
so.
to say,
Like he just getting beat up, and then he gets him in his guard, and he's like, oh, what are they gonna? He can't really do much. He doesn't know much. Oh, and then just triangle, and he just
Did he not do that to Chael Sonnen?
Yes. So that would be some straight fucking just.
Dude, that fight was crazy.
Yeah, nah,
because he really beat up Anderson Silva for 4 rounds, and
beat his ass.
Yeah, just damn the fight get. But that just really tells you just how crazy the fighting in mixed martial arts and UFC could be. Because it's like you beat the dude up for 4 straight fucking rounds, and you just kind of think you're gonna go home and just and you take him down the 5th round, and that was like kind of like if it went to the judges, Chael Sonnen won that fight. But
if you tap, you lose.
Yeah.
That's it.
I don't know. That was just beautiful about it, because it's like Anderson Silva needs a submission or a finish to win this fight,
and he literally pulled it out of his ass.
And he pulled it out of his ass.
Right out of his ass. Like, what the fuck?
And he did it.
How did you? What?
Oh man, that shit gives me goosebumps, because it's like, fuck, this man really had to find the will to just
not even like not even no crazy heel hook, like no, straight just 101. Come on, bro. That's just like, that's literally like first aid. That I don't know. It's just so tight. And then to an opponent that's striking you, which proves that jiu-jitsu is dog. It works. Like you don't need it works. It works in on the back. If somebody's in between your legs, if they're on top of you, if you know what you're really doing, so that you can maybe reclaim your guard, it works.
Yeah, that was some nasty shit. But I also wanted to talk about the co-main event, Dawson and Glenn and the Glenn dude. I think
Dawson. Glenn Dawson, right?
And Ricky Glenn, maybe?
Wait. Dude, what? Okay, what division did they fight? Why are we even talking about this when I have my magical lookup device right in front of me?
Yeah, they fought a lightweight.
Oh, okay, hold on, wait. Before we even talk about that, but Grant Dawson, Rick Glenn. Yeah, draw. This draw that happened tonight.
Yeah, that was a great fight.
Great fight. Grant Dawson, this wrestler dude, he's like, yeah, man, I'm a wrestler, man. When I get my hands on you, it's over. It's over. And it pretty much was over. He was keeping good dominant position for the pretty much entire fight. Didn't they say like well over 7 minutes?
Yeah, it was 7 minutes by the second round,
and then by the second round, and then a complete upset by the 5th round did they go 5 rounds?
It was a 3-round bout.
It was a 3-round by the end of the 3rd round, Rick Glenn, after having been wrestled down for the entire fight, switches the position. His opponent, Dawson, was tired, visibly so, after doing so much pressureful, aggressive wrestling, keeping his opponent down, Dawson. Rick Glenn turned the tables, took advantage of the fact that dude was tired and started letting off some bombs. Probably could have let off some more. Well, because he did keep establishing top position. He kept kind of a half guard where one of his legs were still trapped, but he did have like a sort of knee slice for some of it, where he had his knee over the thigh of Dawson, so that he can kind of pin that leg down and just kind of work there. And yeah, man, it was very exciting. Rick Glenn, that was, even though he couldn't remember his name.
Can't remember his name, but
hell exciting.
But yeah, shout out to the veteran.
Shout out to dude. Yeah, to the vet. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's been fighting since '06. So 32 years old. So yeah, man. Shout out to Rick Glenn. He you know what I'm saying? He had he had old boy Dawson in like a choke at the end of the fight, probably in the last
That's right.
10 seconds of the fight. He had him in a what do you call it?
So yeah, after the wrestling that Rick Glenn committed to sort of towards the end, he was ground and pounding. He was on top of Grant Dawson, who was pretty much just tired and at some points completely on his side, not at all angling or anything. He was in during some of the ground and pound exchanges from Rick Glenn. He looked nearly knocked out to me, but not somehow, Rick Glenn takes advantage of the fact that the dude Grant Dawson was he was so limp, and he gets his arms around Grant Dawson in sort of a Darce choke. I believe it was a Darce. It could have been some other head and arm choke. And somebody who's more experienced in jiu-jitsu could let me know. I would actually really appreciate that, if you any of my jiu-jitsu brothers out there. But and we'll see this on the play-by-play. But yes, some kind of like head and arm choke wherein, well, the head of Grant Dawson was disappeared between the forearms, hands of Rick Glenn. That's really the best way I can explain it from just my level of expertise. And this ended the fight. This ended the last 10 seconds of the fight, and Rick Glenn actually was smart to say, he had this head choke with his arms. It wasn't an arm isolated as well. He had this head choke quite tight. I do believe it was a Darce. And he, at the end of the fight, when the bell rang or whatever, he actually saw that his opponent Grant Dawson was still completely on the ground. He was whether he was exhausted because of just this crazy back and forth bout, or whether he was choked out. That's kind of the sort of I guess controversy. But Grant Dawson was definitely left on the floor after the last 10 seconds of the fight. He did get his hand raised. Or it was a draw. Excuse me, but we thought he was gonna get his hand raised, though. At least I did.
So basically, he pointed out that he couldn't get up, and once he did that, he tried to get up, and then he kind of fell back down because he got to his knee, and then he kind of like rested again. But it just kind of showed you that it was like, nah, it wasn't that. And prior to that even happening, what I'm saying, Grant Dawson actually put a thumb up while he was in the choke. So he put a thumbs up saying like, "Oh yeah, I'm good. Like I'm not out. I'm good." And then the fight ended. And then he just kind of like was just laying there, and then Rick Glenn pointed out like, "Yo, he's not getting up. He's not getting up. Like, is he out or is he what's going on?" And then
the commentators made a point to say that was just towards the judges, like, okay, he's not getting up. Rick Glenn saying Grant Dawson's not getting up. Pretty much, hey, that should count towards something. That should be looked at.
Yeah. So
and it was.
And I think that's what eventually kind of gave him the draw. Which was just a nice veteran move from him. You know what I'm saying?
Clinched it. Clinched his draw.
Clinched his draw. There you go.
Damn.
Yes, sir.
It kind of reminds you, though. Yeah, the UFC I mean, MMA, it's a sport, right? MMA within any organization, it's a sport. It has to have rules, and those rules are going to limit the sport in various ways. And one of those ways is you do often find these fights wherein, yes, somebody will have a better scorecard. Somebody will have a better, just a better looking stat. But then you will have a fighter who clearly dominated the fighter with the better scorecard. And you'll just have to have watched the fight to see what that is. And people make this case on like the Leon Edwards and Nate Diaz fight where it's like, okay, this dude's bloody, but we've seen him bloody. So is he really hurt? And then, at the last second, he rocks the shit out of you to the point where you were, like, bro, how you really let yourself...
But he
Let
survived
me not say
that.
Let me not say that. Leon Edwards.
But he survived
Leon
that.
Edwards is a grizzly. I mean, he's an absolute fucking tank.
And he survived it.
So, and he survived it. He did get his hand raised, but again, while the statistics and everything looks good and all that, hey man, people have their opinion on who won that fight. People will have their opinion. So
no,
it's just one of those things. Yeah, well, yes.
No,
bro,
yes,
it's not.
yes,
It's
you're
not
right.
not important.
You're right.
He got rocked.
Are you Yes, you're right.
If it goes on to a 6th round, we don't know.
Wait.
We just don't know. That's the thing.
No. No. Who's questioning? I need to know the people that are questioning Leon Edwards and Nate Diaz's fight. Like, that Nate Diaz had the chance to win, to even win. He rocked him. Okay. But come on, let's keep it trill, man. If you were watching that damn fight, Leon Edwards dominated Nate Diaz for about
4 rounds.
4
Actually,
rounds.
5 rounds.
5, but even the 5th round he dominated him. He literally caught him with it's like on some fighting shit. Like, fighting is so spontaneous. You never know what you're gonna get rocked with. But he got him with just a perfect shot that got Leon Edwards stumbling, but he weathered the storm and he still didn't. I mean, he didn't get knocked out, and it's not like this happened in the. I think this happened probably a minute left, so it's not like this happened in the last 10 seconds or something. This didn't happen. No, the fight was still going on, and it's Leon Edwards didn't get knocked out. He got Nate Diaz got a shot. And he got him stumbling, but yeah, that's what happened. But I also do get what you're saying, because if you watch that, then you're just like, wait, oh shit, Nate Diaz could have knocked him out, and blah blah blah, and blah blah blah. But but then
blah blah.
Joe Rogan says, because I'm gonna listen to this, I'm gonna listen to him. Because he's the actual, like, you know what I'm saying, he used to fight, and he's a fight commentator, and he has all this fight knowledge and all this shit.
In the case of UFC or in life?
In the case of UFC, is that when a fighter is stumbling and rocked, they are still fucking dangerous, and you don't always just kind of like just
push in and try to
go for the kill.
Yeah. You
gotta be smart. But Nate Diaz is a showman, man. He's trying to get paid. So he pointed at this motherfucker. He pointed at this nigga.
And the whole crowd.
Yeah, man. The crowd goes nuts. Because it's like, oh, shit, Nate Diaz. Oh, he has a chance.
Like, wrestling. This man, Leon Edwards. Like, this is just, like, you know how... Remember how, like, when you would do your special move, how, like, you would press L1 or R1 or whatever it was, and it would set it up so that they're just, like, that's how he was, bro. He was just, like, standing, but, like,
yeah,
what was that?
He was
like,
wobbled. That shit was wild.
But listen,
but if he came into Leon Edwards' guard, he could have caught him with a counter, something, counter hook. And that could have outed Nate Diaz, and then it would have been. Then we would all have been like, oh shit. Like, think about the Greg Hardy and Tuivasa fight, right? Like, Greg Hardy had Tuivasa hurt, and he still got knocked out.
From this motherfucker did a fadeaway from backing up, just launches this
Like
straight
that's what
missile,
I'm saying.
straight missile.
Like so,
And after being rocked, just after being rocked himself,
and the reason Greg
missile.
Hardy was coming at him so aggressively is because he just got rocked,
and he probably leaned into it too. Probably like rushed into the punch.
So
which is just, and no,
and that's why the fight game, you can't, like all these guys are dangerous.
Can we please just take a moment of silence for Greg Hardy, because he really got knocked into the fifth fucking dimension. Like in a moment he was full of life, and like that he was out. Like that was just come on. And then this motherfucker's drinking beers out of shoes. Oh, come on. Moment of silence.
That's absolutely gross. Those Aussies, they like to drink beers out of their shoes.
There was no moment of silence there.
Yeah, no moment of silence for Greg Hardy, because he Duke beat his wife.
Wait. Wasn't that dude? Yeah, wait, hold on.
Yeah,
that is why wait.
Greg Hardy was an ex-football player that beat his wife, and I think he got banned from the NFL because he beat his wife.
And we was just talking about these niggas not having consequences.
Yeah. So
wait, I remember that though. I remember that's why I already know Greg Hardy. Like that's like I know, because it's like, yes, ex-football player, but I know this name. Like, why?
He beat his wife or his ex-girlfriend or something.
He was one of the first people to get pretty much not canceled, because I mean, you really beat the shit. Apparently, I don't even know the story. I don't know the story about the brother. I do not know the story, but the story that is the big headline was, yes, something to the effect of heavy domestic violence towards his spouse and or significant other. I'm not even sure about the story, but which is not funny at all. What is funny though is just how we were talking about, literally we had a whole conversation on this podcast where I passionately was saying that these athletes be having these infractions, and listen, man, I still have that. They have these. Well, let me say, they have these infractions, and they get out of these infractions because they have a team of fixers, as they're on a team. You know, a $1 billion team, maybe even in some cases, maybe $1 trillion. Who knows? I mean, shit. If you really think about it, all the money from year to year to year. I don't know. Maybe I'm just high on that one. But the point of the matter is yeah, no. There's some things that you'll get banned for. Like, definitely. Wait, was there proof with the Greg? Was there like a video?
I'm not sure.
I don't want to really Google that. That's a nasty Google search.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the details, to be honest with you. But yeah, I just know there was some UFC fighters who kind of called him out on it, and they were like, "Oh, you like to beat up girls, and well, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you." You know what I'm saying? There was a few of that, a few of those. So I don't know. I would have to do my research on it, but I do know he was, I believe, banned for that. So yeah. But yeah, but now he's a UFC fighter, and you know what I'm saying, I hope that his life has changed, and he's changed his ways on that of beating people.
How do you think,
in particular,
how do you think cage fighting will assist in his journey to not beat the shit out of the people he loves?
It's just, maybe that just gets his aggression out. That's how he gets his aggression out. Maybe that's just his release. You know what I'm saying? Because, fighting, it's not, it could be therapeutic. It could be it could help you really clear your mind and shit, right? Don't you?
Yes.
Don't you think?
You're right.
And yeah.
Hell yeah.
So yeah.
Although I just, oh man,
it's a tricky one, but
well, it's just one of those things of, if that's actually what he was doing, then that's despicable. Can't be a fan of that. Can't be, at least me, I can't be a fan of that. I can't be supportive of that behavior. But See, it always goes back to the John Jones thing where it's like, when it's somebody who you hear about doing this that you don't really already have that fanhood for, you kind of just go, oh shit, that's fucked up. But then when it's somebody that you really just like would love to see, and this is maybe very selfish, this is very selfish, but it's just like you do wish that you were in a reality where John Jones was still competing, doing everything, and we could just kind of just see him do these, crazy wonder fights and super fights and whatnot. Just like on that Amanda Nunes, Valentina Shevchenko, sort of just like, ooh, like let's like type of shit. So yeah, the woman beating shit is not that. Hey man, that shit is really rampant. It's out there, man. It happens.
Yeah, man.
And these men, they need help, man. They need help. I don't know. I just that's what I gotta say. They need help, man. And yes, while for many people hitting the bags is therapy, I don't know if you're losing fights and you're even just getting into fights. That's just a very anxiety streaking process. Not for everyone. Like for again, Valentina Shevchenko's, which that's why she's such a good example. She's like on one pole. Like if you had to describe a UFC fighter, she's just on one end. She has so many things so filled out as far as her mentality about the fighting, as far as her then execution when it comes to it, as far as then her, just listening to her interview, just her life and just how it's similar to fighting, and that she's just kind of going for this not perfection but just the top of her being sort of way to live. She's living at the top of her being, if that makes sense. And when you look at her, you go, okay, there's that. Wait, why did I bring that up? What were we just talking about? We were just talking about people. Okay, fighters beating women.
Yeah, we're talking about Greg Hardy and fighters beating women. And
well,
yeah, he brought up how Valentina Shevchenko is just the perfect UFC, like you could describe her as like just
as one specimen,
a good model for a UFC fighter.
And
yeah,
yes. So, but I guess the point I'm trying to make is these fighters need help. I don't know if cage fighting is gonna help you, and not everybody gets therapy out of the fight game. Not everybody aids out of being in it. And I actually think that most people do not aid out of being in the fight game, and it actually is a stress-inducing task. You gotta fight for money. If you don't win, you get less. You could even just get dropped. Stressful. So
then if you're in the fight game, get your dubs.
Get your dubs.
Get your dubs, man.
Into the woman beaters, y'all need fucking therapy, man.
Therapy, jail time, I don't know, just help.
I mean, when especially like you just think like, bro, like imagine. And I hate to just harp on about this, but it's just damn. Like a John Jones. You look at it and you go, damn it, man. Damn it. You know? And then but then you look at the wife as well. And there's so you know what, Nigel? We need a woman's perspective on that wife, man. We need a woman's perspective on the wife who, for, what everybody can see is just getting her ass beat. Like it's apparent. Yet she stays with him. Of course. She's the mother of children. So that complicates it. And it just, I gotta get a woman's opinion on that. But anyway, you have any light subject? It's about, I don't even know what time it's about. Almost, if I could read my watch correctly. Ooh, I'm looking at my watch. Ooh, I'm looking at my watch. Almost 12 o'clock. It's about, I would say, 11:56. Let's check my phone. Hey, bro. Lit. It's literally 11:56. My watch is said exactly right. Yeah, we've been here rambling, talking.
Yeah, I'm just kind of, I can't lie, man. I hope all those dudes, just to kind of put a finishing touch on that topic, hope all those dudes that are, being domestic abusers and stuff like that could really find some help, or just, I don't know, man. Just gotta, yeah, get some help, guys, because that shit is disturbing and horrible and horrific. So I just wanted to end that with that. And any lighter? Oh, I just wanted to say, because I keep on forgetting to say this. Shout out to Serena and
Why?
what is Duke's name?
Why?
They just shouted out the podcast, or they told me that they were watching the podcast. But Serena and Riley?
Uh-huh.
No, that's not his name.
Let that not be his name.
That's not his name.
You just said it right there.
Fuck.
Now,
Yeah, but salute to Serena and their boyfriend. Because they checked out the podcast and they let me know. They were like, yeah, shout out to the podcast. I like the clip where you're talking about his hairline. I like that clip, you guys. That shit was awesome.
son, didn't you bring this up?
I have not brought this up
Bro,
on the
you
podcast
definitely
yet.
brought this up on the pod.
I have not.
You brought this up in private, for sure.
I brought it in private, but I have not brought it up on the pod. So here I am bringing it up on the pod because I kept on forgetting.
Did you have? Oh God, Nacho. Did you have were you saying that, yo, I'm gonna say this, like, were you in the DMs pretty much saying, like, I'm gonna say next episode, the next episode, like?
No, this is just me, just being considerate,
being a nice guy,
being a nice guy.
Yeah.
Just thinking about these two people.
Well,
and
shout out
just
to them.
remembering that they gave us a shout out, and I just wanted to just give them a shout out on the pod. Just like, yeah, man. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate that.
Yeah, we're just talking shit. We're just talking shit. I'm sure that I put my foot in my mouth in this episode. I don't think I got out all of my thoughts as articulately well as I could have, but you know what? Fuck it, dude. We here. We just put in another episode. Just getting this thing in as a consistent thing. Thank you for listening. Shout out to as you say, Serena and her boyfriend. Do they have a does Serena have an @ or?
Yes, it's Serena.
There you go.
It's _ Serena. Let me check the Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that's correct.
Yes, shout out to her. I gotta get this podcast on Spotify and Apple Music and all that. That's kind of the next goal. Distribute it to all the other platforms, and then from there, just man, we're here to just keep going. And you know what I'm gonna title this episode? I'm gonna title this episode "A Rapper and His Brother," because that's all this is. I rap. My album is gonna come out soon. You dirty son bitch.
He's a rapper.
That's all I do.
And I also want to say, I got his fucking name right. His name is Riley. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Riley.
Shout out to Riley, man.
I said Riley, right?
Yes, you said Riley.
Okay,
brother.
shout out to fucking Riley and Serena. His @ Riley M White, and shout out to Serena with 2 eyes _
This man's whole buttocks clenched when he said Riley. He went out on a limb. He was like,
yeah, man, because I can't lie. This guy, you know what I'm saying? No, I can't lie. For me, I'm really bad with names. So, yeah, man. I'm just really glad I got his name right. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Riley. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shout out to y'all.
One time to Riley and Serena, man. Okay. Thank you for that. We here again. Time has passed. It was a pre-show that turned into a whole show again. We just be rambling. We just be here, man. We just be here. Having thoughts about things. Gotta end it now.
Freaking the musical about a party that
turned into a show.
Come on, man. We go.
Yeah, man, that's it, man.
Come on, man. If y'all don't lose your mind up in here. Yeah, shout out to T-Pain and shout out to Atlanta.
Shout out to T-Pain.
Was that in Atlanta or New Orleans?
Freaknik?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good fucking question. I don't know, nigga. I don't know. Bye.